furious, angry. APC chieftain laments over fuel subsidy removal. Igbokwe, a prominent member of the APC in Lagos State, has voiced his concerns regarding the adverse impact of the fuel subsidy removal. Politics Nigeria reports that Igbokwe recently shared his experience of extreme frustration and anger after purchasing 20,000 naira worth of fuel, only to realize it didn't even fill half of his vehicle's tank. Taking to his Facebook page on Friday, the APC chieftain expressed that he has now adopted a more cautious approach, carefully considering his options before embarking on any journey. In his post, he lamented, "I bought 20,000 naira worth of fuel for my four-wheel drive, but the gauge did not even reach half a tank. Initially, I suspected foul play by the petrol attendant. I was furious and angry. However, when I visited another station, I encountered the same issue. As a result, I have now disciplined myself to choose my destinations wisely. It doesn't matter where I go anymore." And I think this is an absolute load of bull crap. Why? Because he can spark outrage. And I think this is the perfect, if you look at it in the bigger picture, this is the perfect role that Joe Igbokwe will play. He's not criticizing the government. He's lamenting and just reacting like everyone else. However, his position is one that he's in power, right? He's in a political party. He's not just any person on Twitter that will give their opinion. So why are you then giving a solution of, you know what, I will be careful and be cautious, take a more cautious approach and think of my destinations? Excuse me, what? Are you one of us? You are not one of us. You are responsible, you have power, you have connections, you have links. If anything, what he's doing is conditioning people to subconsciously, in a subtle way, accept what is going on. Acceptance is basically finding a way to live within that hard circumstance that is not favorable. So you accept it by what? Being cautious. How much do you use? Where do you go? So it's like, where does the power then lie in the people? I understand that, yes, when obviously not the ones producing the petrol, but where does that leave you to always accept what is going on and just see it as reality and just say, but it's Nigeria, huh? We have such low standards that we also put ourselves through the worst just because we accept nonsense from the country. I personally don't think that makes sense. Let's look at the comment section. Still waiting for your appointment that makes you want to sell your people. You see, that's the thing. Igbokwe doesn't necessarily have the best reputation. So whatever he says, we are coming, or people are coming for his character. Judas, traitor, betrayer. What do you want? You are fake. You are this. You are that. And that's the big shame. I think those that are going into the political industry, they need to learn this. They need to learn that you representing yourself selfishly, like your representation isn't just you. You as an individual is hyper selfish. When you're serving the people, you are not just you. We don't judge you as you. You are your political party. You are your affiliations. You are your ambassadorship. All these things that represent are you. They are part of you, but they still are you. So I think when you realize that as a public figure who is in politics, you represent different things, with the policies, with the people you meet, with how you present yourself, how you speak, it influences how people, like the respect that we have for Femi Falana, you cannot compare it with, Joe Igbokwe, right? You have someone who has been consistent in telling the government the truth, being on the side of the people, has never wavered. He's shown and proven himself to be an integral man. And even if, again, he's a human being, if he should mess up and Nigerians don't like him anymore, thing is, over the course of the years, he has built himself. He has built his reputation. He's just built it. And I think for Igbokwe, he's ruined it, especially when it comes to, his own people. I mean, the things that he says against the Igbos, just, in Lagos and just in previous times, I mean, you can definitely tell, this man does not rate his own people. There's nothing like fuel subsidy. It's just money that's shared by the cabals. When will this rhetoric end? And that's the thing. I think economics by paper on the fuel subsidy thing just does not make sense. In Nigeria, nothing makes sense. However, the rather than just talking about, oh wow, Buhari's government left this for Tinubu did this, Tinubu did this on purpose, or he didn't do it. The point is Nigeria is so unstable, and it is very embarrassing that on petrol, on oil, something that is our main source of income, and that we have discovered all through these years, and that being the source and our sponsor, basically in our expenditure. That's where most of our revenue comes from. That's where the church's bank, the country's bank, lies in oil. And so the fact that it's our industry, it's what we do, what we're known for, we have a lot of oil, the fact that we have not mastered it, it's a deep problem. It is a very deep problem, and it goes just beyond leadership, but goes into our thinking as well. Because if you wanted to be corrupt, I promise you, you can be corrupt and do the right thing and even earn more in your corruption. So it's now wow, these people really do not think ahead. These people don't, they just don't know how to maximize. It's honestly so sad. I honestly don't know what to say. It's honestly so shameful. So yes, now we can't even talk about what Igbokwe is saying, because Igbokwe himself is a mess up. He messed up. The disrespect is with what he did to Igbos. I think I remember one time where he was banned from going into his village, wasn't it? He was banned from going into his village, and he came lamenting and saying, "How can they not let me?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, listen, let's not be confused. This Igbokwe is saying I'm furious and angry. Don't think that he's on the side of the people and feels what the people feels, because he definitely cannot relate. 30,000 naira for what tank? What? You think he drives a car that the tank will be half full with 20,000 naira? What? Yeah. Anyways, put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.